Good man. Here we are at Ted's, getting ready for Brands Hatch, round 2 of the CRMC Championship. Just on with cleaning the bikes up today, doing the final bits of prep. Ted's is doing some wheel changing. My dad's getting some bodywork on the bikes, getting all final stuff ready before we head off tomorrow. So let's all look around what goes on a Thursday here at Craven Classic Racing. After the abomination that the number boards were at Pembury, because we just had to get them on, I have redone them after some advice on techniques for getting the number boards on without folds, bubbles and all sorts of stuff in. So we've got them looking immaculate, ready for Brands Hatch. Took me a long time and I was a little bit quiet while doing it, but we got there. Morning. Today is a travel day. We're setting off down to Brands Hatch for round 2 of the CRMC, and I'm not wearing the Harley Rushton merchandise at the moment because I'm driving a coach. And no, I'm not going to Brands Hatch in a coach either. Just having to do a school run. We've got to earn a little bit of money before we go racing for the weekend. Plus everywhere is so busy. Just got to do the work where and when you can and when it fits in. So we'll get this school run done, and then we'll go and get the truck loaded up and start the journey down to Brands Hatch.
Yeah, I've got a son.
We got a son driving. Ted's gone for a nap, so hopefully I haven't woke him up with rough driving. Here we are, arrived at Brands Hatch. It's very warm and humid, to be fair. Looks like there could be a thunderstorm at any time. We've had a hectic night. The queue for signing on was 4 miles long. Managed to run across to the other side into the overflow paddock because we're in garage number 3. Run across there with 2 bikes, got them both scrutineered just in time, let us off a little bit, say they were finishing at 7:30, but they just carried on till about 20 to 8, thankfully. So that's 2 bikes scrutineered. So tomorrow morning we've got clothing, noise testing to do, and the Norton to get scrutineered. We're a bit low on staff members this weekend. There's just me, my dad and Ted. So it means that I'm going to be very, very busy. Just bringing the K4 back from scrutineering. One already in the weekend, hasn't even started. So it's going to be a bit hectic for us. Unfortunately, everyone's that busy. No one's coming to help us out. Such is life. And then quickly get changed, and we're off out to the Indian tonight with Shutty for a bit of a pre-event meal, curry. Should be good. Looking forward to it. Saturday morning here at Brands Hatch, and we woke up to a bit of a damping. And it's just started raining again. It's now 8:30. The track's definitely fully wet, so we're just changing a few tyres in the bikes. It's going to be a wet practice, probably qualifying. It's given showers all morning, 50% chance, so we'll see how it goes. Get all my equipment set out, so got all my levers on, finish off scrutineering. We've got levers to get done, the Norton to get scrutineered, and then ready to go out on track. It is what it is. Meant to be a red hot scorching weekend, everyone was telling us, and it's now raining. First 2 practices done, and we've had a shocking time. The shock snapped in half. Made it a little bit interesting. It's alright, we've got some spares, so we'll get them changed over. A bit bouncy at the rear without any spring on. Somewhere out on track, bouncing along. So that's Saturday morning complete here at Brands Hatch. Managed to get the first race done and out of the way in the dry conditions. It started spitting a bit in the last 2 laps, which psychological rain, but yeah, a bit disconcerting. Really pleased to come away with the 350 Twins winning that. We were chasing Mark Cronshaw on the single for a few laps, but he just gapped us and got that little bit of an edge on us, so couldn't keep with him in the final few laps. Yeah, quite a positive morning. Qualifying was a bit difficult, trying to get my head round Brands Hatch again, just getting used to it. The new tarmac they put down was really disconcerting, but it still looks wet even when it's dry, so the damp conditions, it was like you were going in going, oh, is that still wet? And people just throwing it on the side, knee down, and I was like, well, it must be dry. So yeah, we're just getting to grips with it again. We're changing the gearing round on the TZ, because I just don't have a good gear for the whole track. Yeah, again, just playing about with it, just getting used to it. So we wait now until the afternoon, see what that brings. We're just on dinner break now, so the helmet's having a bit of a dry on helmet dry. It's still very muggy here. We're going to have to wait and see this afternoon, see what the weather brings, because it's forecast heavy rain at 2 o'clock, which at the moment is quite sort of, yeah, feels like it could be a thunderstorm, and then you look over here and it definitely looked like it could rain at any point. So we've currently got a mixture of oil on the track and a little bit of rain coming down. It's going to make for an interesting afternoon's racing, this. Self-Preservation Society rate of attrition, I think, this afternoon. Currently we're on afternoon nap club, tend to sleep in the truck. So's Paul. So we've gone from black clouds and rain to now I'm scowling because the sun's come out. We're just can't predict the weather today. We've got decent afternoon racing. Got another win on the K4 in the 350 Twins class. Racing with Cronshaw all the way to the line. Just missed out on the overall race win by 0.02 of a second, so it was close. Still a good race, to be fair. There's bits of oil down on track that I don't think the marshals can see, but we can tell as riders that it's there. Now just waiting to see if we can get any more races in today before the curfew on the track limit at 6 o'clock. So I'm currently sat, as the race just set off, I'm currently sat having a brew and getting me way through this chocolate cake. I've had one slice, so I'm tempted to go for another. Race fuel, obviously, for the rider. So see how it goes, see if we get back out on track again today. I'm pleased to come away with 2 wins on the K4, 2 second places with a TZ, and couple of 5th places on the Norton after we had a snapshot this morning. So we've just had the prize presentation. The sun's now set on the first day here at Brands Hatch. I've just come down to the trackside to show you what we've had to tackle all day. Cement dust after cement dust. This has been all day on track, so mixing that with a little bit of rain, it's not been good. The last two races of the day were probably the best the track's been. I mean, the cement dust wasn't, it's down here at Graham Hill, it's sort of been run over that many times that it wasn't really affecting the racing line anymore. So we finally got some decent laps in and could run lines that we were wanting to all day. So yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle, to be honest, but yeah, hopefully tomorrow it's looking dry all day. Fingers crossed there's no more oil put down, and we can hopefully spin some more laps and just try and improve my lap times, just try and string a lap together. It's just been really messy today with different sectors having bits of oil down and then moisture in the air. Yeah, it's just not been good. Rolling into tea now. Tea is served. Pie, peas, tatties. Perfect. And some gravy. So we had a bit of a torrid morning with the K4. First lap round, warm-up lap, cold tyres, and the front just folded on me. No warning or anything, straight down onto the right-hand side. Made a right mess of the bike. So we spent the next 2 hours rebuilding it back together to hopefully get out for the second race for the K4 this afternoon. Unfortunately we missed the ACU race, which, yeah, gutted, absolutely gutted. That's my fault, hold my hand up. I made an error. Too much brake on a cold tyre. Don't mix. So yeah, I was past fit to race. I've only got a few marks on the levers, you know, a few scuffs, bits and pieces. But yeah, ready to go for second K4 race. Bike's back together. Let's have a look. So this afternoon we got out first race on the TZ. That was the ACU Post Classic Race. We were in the 750 class, up against some of the big 1300 bikes. Always going to be a bit of a struggle, but got started and into the race well, battling with Joe Woodward on the 750 for the full race, and just managed to pip him on the last lap and get the race win, which, yeah, great result after the shocking morning we'd had. I'd made a couple of errors during the race, missed a gear and just hit a false neutral going up into Druid, so he passed me back. He ran a little bit wide at Druid on the last lap, so I could just run it up the inside of him. Yeah, and just managed to stay in front of him to line. I was tucked in, everything was tucked in on the TZ, like, because I knew that bike is so much faster. So I was just like, don't come past before the line. So yeah, good way to sort of pay Ted back for all the hard work he put in getting the K4 back together after it was looking mint, and then it was in a sorry state of repair when I had a little crash with it. So yeah, ups and downs of racing. This is how it goes. We're waiting on now for some more action this afternoon and see how it goes. We are currently against the clock. We've got about 7 minutes left to get the last race out, which is me on the TZ. But the sidecars are only just lining up now. So they've got to do a full 5-lap race, and we've got to be on the grid, race started before 6:30. Touch and go. So we're here in the workshop reflecting on the Brands Hatch weekend with the CRMC round 2. After the accident on the Sunday afternoon, the final TZ race of the weekend had to be canned because we ran out of time. So we did manage to get out on the Craven Honda after the 2 long hours we'd spent rebuilding it after my silly error. We got back out and it started P7 on the grid and managed to fight my way through and get to the front and control the race from there. So it's good to prove that the bike was still running really well after the little incident, and massive thank you to the Craven Classic Racing Team for getting it back in one piece and getting me back on track. We also finished the weekend with the Craven Manx. Got a run out with that. Yeah, probably the best race on the Craven Manx all weekend. I was following Richard Mull around for the full race. Felt like I had good pace compared to him. He was just getting through the back marks a lot better. But yeah, set the fastest lap of the race on that. So yeah, over the moon, making small steps of progression with the Manx, and hopefully a few more modifications from Ted, and it should be pretty much there. So reflecting on the ups and downs, literally, from the weekend at Brands, it was a good weekend of results, really. I'd been struggling in the final sector all weekend, so towards the final races on the Sunday, I felt like I was getting to grips a little bit better with that sector. So yeah, it was really positive making them small steps forward. Came away with some good results, so can't really grumble. All in all, really positive weekend. So yeah, not long now till the next round, Anglesey CRMC next month. Be straight back from the Isle of Man and getting the bikes ready and heading off to Anglesey. So looking forward to that. But from the Brands Hatch weekend, over and out. See you all soon.